welcome to Poets from the Neighborhood. My name is Bruce Jennings.
And I'm David M. Harris. We hope you'll enjoy the poems we'll be reading today, poems written by your friends and neighbors. We start with 24 by Barbara E. Young. The blackbird said it was dark inside and smelled of fire and lard, too tightly packed to move. They pretended it was night inside the casket of crust. The knife that freed them passed between two feathers of his wing and damaged one barb. There was noise then, brightness and confusion. I asked him, "Did you sing?" "We escaped," he said. "We did not sing."
Come and Join the Ball by VeerajaR. Come and join the ball. The fairy godmothers are out. In metallic oaks and velvety maples, dressed for the day out, in a perfect display of fall, flamboyance bursting out. Leave the slippery glass mirage of buildings, office cubicles, bring out the pumpkin chariots, dance on red and gold outside.
Deadheading by Alicia Marie Brandewe. The petunia hangs like a gorgon. Its lavender snakeheads stretch in unison, mouths wide, shading into licorice throats. They're poised to petrify the sun and any other antagonists. Pinch from the absinthe green tendriling mange the wilted flowers like shed skins. Some bruise soft, others paper crisp. When your cupped hand is heavy with poisoned members, release them, just as you blow the points and fletchings of dandelion seeds. Why wish when you can release the past by charming blossoms instead of stones?
November Song by Lydia Esmer from her book Potpourri of Poetry and Song. November sings a somber song in the grayness of the dawn, as honking geese, winging strong, to milder climes are drawn. Trees, once boasting robes of gold, stand naked, shivering in the cold. Ghostly spires, piercing leaden skies, and haunting passers-by. Denuded fields of harvest attest to thorough job. Even deer and pheasant have robbed the corn from cob. Barns are bursting with their gain from rafters to the floor that farmers scarce can contain by locking tight the door. Surrounding hearth, old friends gather, availed of warmth and light. Stay safe inside, they'd rather, than venture into night. So off this season, bleak and barren, void of earth's attraction, leads the wise by way of introspection. When found alone, it's what we are that shows the very soul. Stark and bare, no pretense there, the key to make us whole. Gloomy not, but shedding brightness to dispel the realms of darkness, with shining thoughts to crown the mind, and narrow path for feet to find. Vacant not, but truly lavish, in riches that will never vanish, nor be consumed by wily thief, whose hoarding wealth is his belief. Forsaking what we love, familiar zones of pleasure, exchanged for stores above, providing endless treasure.
A poem of my own, Estate Sale. Her husband trailed her in, unwilling and uninterested in old furniture, but her eyes went bright. Her hand went out and touched the lacquered curves, caressed the blacks and whites, and finally she sat down. She played. While selling out my mother's flat, I'd heard a chord or two, some awkward scales, but no one played. This woman fell into the Appassionata. Her husband heard the price and frowned. They talked, and I saw in her eyes the story of their marriage and his refusals. I waited and held still, thinking of my parents' marriage and my own, until he turned to me and said, "I'll need to get the truck and 2 strong friends."
This poem is one of mine, prompted by this summer's eclipse of the sun, called Evensong. Starts with an epigraph from Joshua. The sun stayed in mid-heaven and made no haste to set for almost a day. On the day of victory, the sun and moon stood still as the Lord commanded. No doubt the moon grew impatient, waiting for the sun to depart. Freud's baby grandson Ernst wanted to master gone and there. I too let people off the hook, throw them back, then try to reel them in, as if connection persists. Your shining ambivalences, returning disappearances, confound my reeling quest for control. So I stalk and marvel in hiding at your mastery, arriving always as partially as you depart, cloaked by cloud or shadow most of the time. You make me howl, bloodhounds bay, hayriders kiss as oceans rise. You can turn red, but are rarely blue. Now your lunacy has brought night to noon, pressing the bright side of my sun against the dark side of your moon. Thank you for watching Poets from the Neighborhood. We hope you'll join us again soon.